See thief, oh. We don't catch him. We don't catch him. See him.
Bring that knife. Bring that
See him,
knife.
thief.
Bring that knife.
We don't catch him. We don't catch him. See him. Okay, they come down. Okay, see him. They run. They run.
4.4 million children are going hungry in Nigeria right now. As we speak, 4.4 million children are going hungry in Nigeria. I informed the president of Nigeria, Bola Tinubu, here about this. He's like, nah, I don't care about that. And this so-called Islamic organization here, Boko Haram, from 2002 up to now, they have unalived more than 50,000 innocent women and children in Nigeria. Over 2.5 million people were displaced, which means they don't have homes. They were removed from their homes from this so-called organization, whereby this organization, they are working for some officials within the Nigerian government. And the same president Bola Tinubu is like, nah, I don't care about that. We don't have a problem with that. And then I saw him this one. He's like, yeah, these are the ones we want. You know why? Because there is someone who is pulling the strings of Bola Tinubu to send the ECOWAS soldiers here to go and attack these leaders. That is what he wanted to do. While there is a fire in Nigeria back at home, but Tinubu is like, nah, I don't care about that. The Nigerian parliament is like, nah, we don't care about that. You see, in the Sahel region, there was a terrorism in this region. So many women and children die, you know. So many children cannot also go to the, let's say, like the hospital because there are no medication, you know. They cannot go to school because there are no security. You have the French troops in those countries, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger. In the Sahel region, you have the American troops there, but terrorism keeps increasing and increasing. In fact, Captain Ibrahim Traore here says that the former leader who was in Burkina Faso, he was told that he should not go and attack terrorists unless people in Paris gave him the information that he should go and attack, but they should not attack terrorists. And that is why Captain Ibrahim Traore was able to do the coup d'etat and remove that man from power. And before that, 80% of Burkina Faso was under the terrorist control, but now 80% is under the government control thanks to the captain. Mali also the same, Niger also the same. But someone doesn't like that, which is Bola Tinubu. I mean, one of the biggest fish in ECOWAS. This man says like, you know what, we will have to go and against these big guys like Niger, Burkina Faso and Niger. There is no democracy. But guess what? The Western imperial powers countries, they are pulling his string. You will have to remember that Nigeria is the biggest country in Africa, like the biggest oil producing country, one can say it. And all those oil sectors, they belongs to the British, not the Nigerians themselves. But this man is like, no, we don't have a problem with Boko Haram. No, we don't have a problem with 4.4 million children going hungry. We just want to go and fight our brothers. And now they put on this ECOWAS general together. They want to go and intervene in the Sahel regions. And you have these guys here, they said, nah, this time around, we're not going to do that. We want to be independent. We do not want our oil fields, our diamonds, our golds to be controlled by the Western corporations like Nigeria is, like South Africa is, like other African countries. And now they form an alliance called the Sahel States, which means if you attack Burkina Faso, Mali will join, Niger will join. If you attack this one also, all these other ones will join. This is what it is called power. This is what it is called self-independent. That is what they are trying to achieve. But even after all this in Nigeria, Boko Haram is still in Nigeria today. After all this in Nigeria, this man still has no problem with that. Yes, let them just die. You know what? Let them just die. I and my family, we are okay. We are enjoying. So since the Sahel regions come together, they said, we are going to fight back. Then these people, ECOWAS, they back up a useless organization in West Africa. They just back up. They said, no, we don't want this smoke. Let us just leave them, give them some times. And this is what the Nigerian president should focus on, these 4.4 million children going hungry in Nigeria today. So let us watch the video of that. And you guys, please tell me in the comments, what do you think?
In northern Nigeria, 4.4 million children under 5 are acutely malnourished. That's more than double last year's figures, according to the World Food Programme. Families are grappling with high food inflation and security concerns, and many can no longer afford to feed their children. The BBC's Medina Maishanu has been to the main city of Katsina State to find out more.
7-month-old Umi waits in line at this malnutrition clinic in Katsina. It's run by aid group Doctors Without Borders, or MSF. Umi lost her.
Ghana lost to Sudan 2-0.
And Sudan came to Ghana and draw. They played a goalless draw. Go and check the results. They played a goalless draw. Goalless draw. And Ghana went to Sudan and lost 2-0. Ghana last 10 results. Ghana last 10 matches results. 1 win out of 10. Or I think, yeah. 1 win out of 10. Even Niger beat Ghana. Wonderful. Look, because of Ghana, I did not go to the World Cup, and they are going to suffer. I said it. I said Ghana are going to struggle from today. They are going. The mockery was too much, and I said, just watch and see. You guys are going to suffer. Sudan beating Ghana 2-0. Stop playing football. Football is not by force. Look for something else I'll be doing. Just stop playing football, because football is not for Ghana. Because you guys are embarrassing and you guys are disgraceful. Stop playing football, Ghana.
We have established that Ghana is a disgrace. But what is wrong with Ghanaian football? I'll tell you. Number one, Ghana does not have a good goalkeeper at the moment. All goalkeepers are below average. All of them. All the goalkeepers. Number two, their defense is below average. What left back, what right back, what center backs, center backs that you can rely on, does Ghana have? They don't have anyone. Coming to their midfield, aside Partey, who do they have there that's creative? Who do they have there that can do something? And Kudus. Who do they have there again? So if Partey and Kudus don't turn up, the midfield is gone. In the attack, the striker, which striker does Ghana have? Which one? Can you call one that can put the ball back on the Naki Williams are talking about? The guy doesn't turn up for Ghana. It's either they don't pass in the ball or he's not scoring. What wingers do Ghana have? So you see, the team is filled with average, less than average players. That's the problem of Ghanaian football. That is the major problem of Ghanaian football. Less than average players are being pampered and say, come on to national team, come on to national team, come on, and they're playing around nonsense. Get them out. Get people that are average or above average. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace.
Let's leave the insults on Ghana and let's come down to the issue. Number one, Ghana does not have a goalkeeper that you can rate up to 5/10. Ghana does not have a center back that you can rate up to 5/10. Ghana does not have a left or right back that you can rate up to 5/10. I'm talking about in their abilities. Ghana does not have a striker that consistently puts the ball into the back of the net. So forget all the insults about Ghana. They need an overhaul of almost the entire team.
Sorry, but what on earth is going on? I know it's Ghana, but how is this possible? Because I miss the days when Nigeria and Ghana used to compete for greatness. But now, it's like we're competing for who can wallow the greatest, who can disgrace us the best. Now, I'm sure Sudan is a great team, but Ghana, come on now. Ghana, come on now. Ghana, come on now. What's this?
These African giants are not even going to qualify for the AFCON for the first time since 2004. Wow. Ghana's 2-0 loss to Sudan means that after 4 matches, Ghana have played 4, won none. They've only got 2 points. If Sudan get 1 more point in their last 2 games, they've qualified and they've sent Ghana packing. So for the first time since 2004, we're not going to see Ghana at the Africa Cup of Nations. This is really sad. Now, trust me, I'm delighted for Sudan. It's an unbelievable moment for Sudanese people. Of course, the war back home, they can't play in their own country. They even played the game in Benghazi in Libya. They played really well. They could have even won by more than 2. They fully deserve it. But Ghana's the big headline. Players like Kudus, Ayew, Fatawu, Lamptey, Thomas Partey, all these guys, and they can't get out of a group that has Sudan, Niger and Angola in it. What do you think? This is the table with 2 matches to go.
Yeah, good afternoon. Yeah, I think, it's not yet 12 o'clock, but I have to greet you good afternoon because it looks like the sun is shining and I'm just watching your program for this morning. To reply to these foolish Nigerians, as always say, calling Ghana, come here. Look, you people, you still don't respect. In 1955, how many goals did we give you? How many goals did Ghanaians give you? But then the Ghana Blasters, 7-0. That's what I've shown here. I don't know if Mr. Manager could be able to show it. 7-0. So still don't bring your foolishness on Ghanaians. Anytime you fool yourself, I will come back and reply to you. I don't have time. Ghanaians don't have time. We are thinking of better things. It's not like you people. So stop fooling. You see, this is what I was telling the guy who came up to say that when they score Nigerians, Ghanaians jubilate. That guy is foolish. He doesn't know anything. Look at what Nigerians are doing. They do worse things than this because their superiors have lost. So they are happy. But whatever the case, we always, you can beat Ghanaians. There's nothing you can do. We gave you 7-0 and we've scored you 25 times to 12. What about Sudan scoring Ghana? What about that? Any team can score Ghana, but not Nigerians. And there's nothing you can do. So stop your foolishness. Okay? Those ignorant people who don't know what happens, what actually happens between Ghana and Nigeria, and they start giving some useless comments. Look, this is one of the examples. So we scored you 7-0 in 1955. Yesterday was a history. 10 years, 40 years ago, history is history. It was done. We scored you. Nothing you can do. So don't bring yourselves. As I've told you, there's nothing that you can, compete with Ghanaians. Nothing. Nothing. You can't do anything. We scored you 7-0. This is what I've shown. It's here. 1955. It's here now. And in totality, we've scored you 25 times. 25 wins on you against, you've won only 12. So what about that? So stop fooling. Stop fooling. Okay? Yes. Anytime you fool, I will come up and reply to you. Anytime you people fool, anytime, because we don't do that, you may think that you're doing the right thing. Get the idea, fix your brains and fix your country. That's what you have to do. Not about Ghana's calling 250 million, 300 million people making competition of 30 million people. It's not a shame. Quality. That Ghana is quality. Like England is quality to America. It's the same situation. England granted independence to America. And Ghana led your independent, this big country like America is a great country. They can do it. They have the brains. They just part that this we granted them independence. Everything is going on in America. What about Nigeria? So stop coming on the nerves of Ghanaians and fix your country and stop that useless foolishness. We gave you 7-0 in 1955. Come out and answer to that as to why that happened. Thank you, Samania.
No forgot to subscribe to Master Manager Nigerian News. Subscribe, okay.